All right, guys, it's time to break down the Larry C builds that were sent over. I showed these in an unboxing a little while ago. Larry C is a buddy of mine. Met up in Baltimore a while ago. I think that's what, yeah, I think it was like 2 years ago. Yeah, like 2 years ago. So he's part of my private Discord group too, but he builds mod watches, right? He loves to do it. He enjoys the whole process and the challenge of creating something that is very good looking. You know, with the level of being unique, it is difficult to be unique without going too gaudy. And I think he tries to err on the side of them looking nicer, even if it has to sacrifice a little bit of uniqueness, meaning that you might see another modder build something very similar. That's not a bad thing. That means, you know, we all kind of think a certain thing looks good the way they're built. So in the description down below, I'm going to break down the cost. Well, I don't think I'm going to break down the cost. I think I'm going to just put the total down because it's too big of a list. If you want a full breakdown, let me know, but I'd rather not just because it's too much. I will tell you how much it is, and we'll run through that right now because that's part of the breakdown, right? We're going to talk about the cost. And though this cost does not include labor, right? This is just how much would you have into this build if you wanted to build this watch. It's basically an SKX style case. It's not a Seiko case, but the rest of the components inside are actually Seiko. The dial, the hands, and the movement are Seiko. The rest of them are kind of mod parts or upgrade parts. So the case on this one, we're going to call this one the Yachty because it's kind of like a Yacht-Master looking, right? So the case from Namoki's is $74. The case back, $17. It's just a sterile case back. The crown and stem, it's signed S, is $26. The crystal, double dome sapphire crystal, looks like with clear AR. Love that look. That's $44. Should come with a gasket, I think. The bezel itself, nice coin edge, is $37. It's a nice smooth 120 click. Again, that'll probably come with a gasket. And then probably the click spring comes with the case or something. I don't know which comes with which, but the bezel insert, which kind of makes it look like the Yachty, is $44. And it's one of the best looking ones. These are all Namoki parts, and I'll put a link to Namoki as well. The second hand, that blue second hand, nice pop, good choice there. Works really good with the anthracite dial, and then he also matched it up with this strap. So that second hand is $8. Now, some of these parts he picked up off eBay. The movement is a Seiko NH36 movement. That was $48.99. He picked that up off of eBay. The chapter ring, the inner chapter ring, also matches the dial really good and just fits the whole look. And it has the marks too, so that's really nice. That chapter ring was $24.08. The hands, the minute and hour hand, nice polished SKX style hand, are actually from a Turtle, an SRP 777. Factory Seiko hands, $42.49 for the handset. The dial, one of my favorite dials from the Turtle lineup, the SRPC 23 anthracite dial, was $76.87 on eBay. Those are probably starting to get a little harder to find. I could be wrong on that, but I remember the watch itself was getting hard to find. Maybe the parts aren't too bad, but I love that dial. And then the NATO strap here, which is a really nice, good one, matches up the watch really good, was $17, bringing the total for this one to $459.43. So you're still under the $500 price point, but you're still, I mean, $460 essentially. So it's up there, but it's a beautiful looking watch. It's unique. It's well done. The issue that happens now, unless you have a spec build, which Larry doesn't want to do because it gets complicated dealing with somebody's wants and everything like that, he would rather just build what he likes and then sell it because he wants to build more watches. So This is a terrible business idea, but I think for the most part, once he builds it, he might wear it once or twice, and then he would just soon sell it, probably at a loss. So if you're interested in seeing some of these, I'll put Larry's info down below. Actually, I'll just give you his link to his YouTube channel, and then you can probably figure it out from there, because he does actually really good YouTube videos showing how to build some of these. He has some other things too, like DIYs with like some motorcycles and stuff. All right, let's get into this Coke bezel one, because this one I really like, because it's the first mod I've handled, I think, clean, done right mod with the NH34 in it. So pretty cool. Again, let's zoom in. We'll take a closer look, and then we'll do the breakdown. Okay, so we're doing the same thing. It's Namoki parts first. We're going to start with the case. The case is $74, just like the other one, but this one's all black. The case back, $17, same thing, except for it's black, right? Stem and crown, $26, just in black. So it's the same price. So far, we're neck and neck. Crystal, $44, again, same thing. The bezel, this is where we're going to start to separate, is, oh no, the bezel's $37 as well. So in this one, he went with a friction fit. That way we have a bi-direction, so you can actually keep track of the time zone with the bezel or the... Now, you don't have a 24-hour marker on the watch anywhere, so you can just kind of figure it out. Like, I think most of us are smart enough to figure it out. If you wanted to track 3 time zones, you could. So it wouldn't be that difficult. Okay, bezel's the same. Insert is actually less money on this one than the other one. This one is $41. The second hand is going to be included with the other hand set, so we're going to move past that one. We don't have to buy that one on this one. The movement eBay purchase, NH34. There's a premium to go with the NH34. The movement was $84.75. Quite the markup from just the standard non-GMT style one. Okay. The chapter ring is an actual SKX chapter ring. So another factory Seiko part used in this mod. That was $21.24. Now, these parts are from Watch Plaza. This will be the SBDC 121 dial. That's this patty black dial there. And you can see the indices are a little bit different than, say, this turtle one here. You can see how they're different. And that dial was $79.74, but that's what he wanted to go with, right? So I think it looks good. Seconds hand, okay, now the seconds hand comes into play. He bought it from Watch Parts Plaza. The seconds hand for this one was $15.94. The minute hand, $17.71. Hour hand, $17.71. Those are all factory Seiko parts. When you buy a lot of these parts he picked up from Watch Parts Plaza, those are factory Seiko OEM parts. The GMT hand is actually from Crystal Times, and that is that red hand pointed down there. That was $10. And then this NATO matched it up, was $19.08, bringing the grand total for this one to $505.17. So a little bit more than the Yachty, but that's to be expected because you went with the GMT. That's where the price difference mostly lies. Either of these, I'm not a huge fan of the fabric straps. I instantly thought these would be great. Definitely this GMT one on the Clockwork Republics and Link, and then FKM rubber strap. I think that's how I would like to wear them. The Yachty I could do on bracelet. Actually, you could do this one on bracelet too. They do make some good like black Jubilee style or 5-link, whatever you want to call them, bracelets that would work really good. But you're going to escalate the price a little bit more, anywhere from like $50 to $120. But you've already gone this far. I mean, unless you're like hardcore into the NATOs, I would just go with the other ones. Now, I know I went super long on this, but we have to do a wrist shot. We have to do a loom shot. So we've already went this long. Let's do the wrist shot real quick. Why do I struggle with these? Okay. So there it is. I put it on a little bit loose. There it is on my 7¼ wrist. I really like this one. I could see this one on a Clockwork Republic. That would be my choice for this black one here. And I might, maybe I buy it off Larry. I don't know. He wanted to give me these for a giveaway. I'm like, no, Larry, we're not doing that. You sell these. Like, I think he wants to sell these. So if you want one of these, get a hold of him. He'll give you like an insane deal. Like, you think about it, even if you were to pay what he has into the parts, the labor alone you're not paying for. So, and if you don't have the tools or the capability of building these, you either have to be patient and pick up somebody's mod that they're getting rid of, or you have to pay a mod builder to build it, and you're going to pay a little bit extra for that. So I would easily expect to pay like, you know, $200 to $300 more for some of these mod builds. I love the dual loom on the GMT. The Yachty is so clean and timeless looking, but the GMT one is just too fun. It's too cool. So which one would be your choice? And do you guys think $500 building it yourself, are they worth it? There's tons of options. There's so many great companies out there that you can use. Let me know what you think. Let's get talking in the chat, in the discussion. I'll see you in the next vid.